Hi guys, today I want to share with you another simple dinner for two recipe, and the idea for this one was born when I shared my creamy salmon pasta recipe, which I'm gonna link here. I got a question from one of my followers, or actually it wasn't a question, it was a statement that the specific follower or specific subscriber told me that they don't like fish, and the recipe was with fish. So what I did, I suggested to try the same recipe out with chicken, and then I got the idea myself, why not do that myself? So today I want to share the recipe idea that was born from this discussion with a subscriber, and it turned out delicious. So I'm gonna show you today how to make my creamy chicken pasta for two with some mushrooms. The first thing you want to do is prep all the vegetables. So I'm just gonna peel the onion first. And then you just want to slice it finely. Then you want to do the same with the garlic, so just peel it. And also slice finely. Then we want to prep the mushrooms, so I'm just gonna slice them like this. And then the last thing is to just halve the tomatoes. You could use more. I didn't have more left, so I'm just using the ones that I have, but you could definitely use more tomatoes. And then once you've got all the vegetables prepped, you want to get your pan on heat, add in some olive oil and add in the mushrooms. So first we want to get some color and crunch on the mushrooms, then we're gonna remove them and prep the rest of the vegetables. I just want to keep the mushrooms really crunchy and not really soggy, so that's why I'm starting with the mushrooms, and then I'm gonna remove them and add them at the end to the pasta. Also, at this point you want to get your pasta boiling so that it will be ready in time to add to the rest of the ingredients. Then once you see the mushrooms have this beautiful color, they are nice and golden, you can start removing them from the pan aside and get to the rest of the vegetables. Now at this point you might also want to add a little bit of olive oil. And then you can add in the onion. You want to have the heat on medium so you don't burn the onions. We also just want to have a beautiful color on the onions, so just fry them until they have a nice color. Then once you have this beautiful color on the onions, you can start adding the chicken. And what I've done, I've just sliced the chicken breast into really thin stripes. So I'm just adding that in, and make sure you have enough oil on your pan, so just add a little bit more if needed. And then we just want to brown the chicken with the onions. for a couple of minutes. While I'm browning the chicken, I want to season it well with salt, some black pepper, about a half teaspoon of curry, and also about a half a teaspoon of dry thyme. Now I've just turned the heat to high just to get a little bit of color on the chicken as well. And when you slice the chicken so thinly, it doesn't really need a lot of time. So it's been a couple of minutes and now I'm gonna start adding in the cream. Keeping the heat on high. And I want it all to bubble for a little before I start adding in the cooked pasta along with the mushrooms and the tomatoes. Then you will notice that the cream goes thicker, and at this point, before you add the pasta, you could also take a taste test, or you should actually do that, so that you know whether it has enough salt and pepper, and then you can add a little bit more if needed. Then you also want to add in the mushrooms. I'm just gonna add about, well, almost all of them, just leaving a little bit for decoration. And since I don't have that many tomatoes, I'm just gonna add them on top also just before serving. But if you would have more, then you could add them here at the very end and also mix them in. And that's it, your creamy pasta with chicken and mushrooms is ready for serving. So I just want to plate it, decorate with the rest of the mushrooms, with some tomato and some green if you like. Since this is a really quick to make recipe, I think it's a great weeknight dinner, and it might be simple to make, but it tastes absolutely delicious, and I also think that it looks really fancy. If you're enjoying these quick and easy to make dinners, then don't forget the thumbs up so I know, and I will try to make more of these kind of recipes for you in the future. If you're new to my channel, you can subscribe over here, and if you tap the bell, then you won't miss any of my new videos. Thank you for watching my video. Bye bye until next time.